It ends with us. It's a New York best-selling romance novel written by Colin Hoover as well as a box office draw starring Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni playing character Lily Bloom and Ryle Kincaid. What's impressive about the movie is that it explores domestic violence, unresolved trauma, as well as its impact and the true meaning of love. These are challenges experienced by many people, whether secretly or publicly. This movie also foreshadows the challenges that most of the audience will face in their lifetime. It gives guidance as well as lessons on what is to be done when audiences face divorce, awful spouse, and death of a parent. Let me explain. The movie opens with a 23-year-old graduate, Lily Bloom, attending her father's funeral. Her mother had initially told her to write down 5 things she loved about her father. She was supposed to confess amazing things about her father to appease her mother as well as mourners who did not know the real character of the deceased. She saw her father as a horrible human being. She witnessed him beating her mother during her childhood. This scarred her. It guaranteed that she could not trust any man completely. Lily resented her father for what she did to her mother and resented her mother for staying in the marriage. She denied to speak during her father's burial, making her unable to get closure. This scene warns the dangers of rehearsing the past during burials. The right thing to do is talk well of the dead no matter how evil they were during their stay on earth. In the movie, she suffers consequences for living before the end of the burial of her father. The scene also educates the importance of respecting one's parents. Even if they are dead, they still deserve to be given their respect. Lily Bloom moves back to Boston, whereby she tries to make a dream of owning a floral shop into a reality. Lily constantly keeps on remembering the first person she'd ever loved, Atlas Corrigan, a homeless broke guy she went to school with. At first, she becomes a friend to him, not because of love, but because of pity. The more they talked, she finds out how much they have a lot in common with him than any other person she'd ever met. As the friendship progresses, she's charmed and decides to lose her virginity to him. Lily Bloom always remembered how Atlas Corrigan promised her he will return to her. Atlas enlisted in the military because that was the only way he saw he could be worthy of Lily. Flash forward to the current date. Lily is dating Ryle Kincaid, a handsome, ambitious 30-year-old neurosurgeon who is kind and compassionate. At least that is what she thinks. Lily does not make enough time to actually get to know him in an emotional way first. Therefore, she fails to see the red flags associated with dating him. Once Ryle shows Lily his red flags, she makes excuses for them, like most people do. Ryle, time to time, shows Lily he's a jealous, cannot control his temper, insecure, and very, very abusive. All of this is assumed by Lily because it is hard to accept that she's in a lot of ways just like her mother. They all have horrible taste in men. On one night, Ryle drops a hot casserole on the ground because it was hot. Lily laughs and Ryle uncontrollably slaps her. Lily is reminded of what happened to her mother. She thinks of leaving the relationship, but Ryle comes with many apologies and convinces her to give him a second chance. Lily gives vague promises that most couples do and say to their abusive partners. Everyone knows the statement. If he repeats, then I will leave. At this point, Ryle is confident that she is bluffing. Lily soon reconnects with Atlas. He notices the makeup by Lily to hide her wounds. He tries to convince her to leave Ryle because her life may be in danger. He is hopelessly, madly in love with her. She fails to hit his proposal. Things get worse when Ryle convinces Lily to marry him, and it works. She accepts and they get married in Vegas without any of their parents present to stop it. Another incident happened when Ryle pushes Lily down the stairs when he finds out she has Atlas' phone number. Atlas gave Lily his phone number because he had suspected of Ryle's abuse. He tells her to call him if she ever wanted to leave him. Ryle is a true psychological liar. He convinces her that she tripped and fell, that it was not his actions, it was her actions instead. Lily gives him another warning not to do that again because she will leave. Empty threats that go nowhere. an incident happens again, and this was the road that broke the camel's back. This incident made Lily confident that it was her turn to leave and stay away from Ryle. Ryle's insecurity makes him interfere with her privacy by reading her childhood diaries. He out of nowhere becomes 100% confident that Lily may be cheating on him with Atlas. Things get physical that Lily decides to run away and seek help from Atlas. During this altercation, she is able to get an insight on what her mother went through with her father. The audiences are warned on the dangers of assuming red flags as it pertains to romantic relationships. It emphasizes on the importance of sometimes leaving a relationship early on instead of leaving when it's too late. Lily made excuses for Ryle's bad behavior for a long period of time. She even got married to him in a rush because she wanted to show the love and devotion she has to him. The movie wants audiences not to rush to marriage, the importance of having friends who call you out when in the wrong, and that it is never too late to do the right thing. Atlas does a good job at least listening to Lily's problem and trying to find solutions to them. There is hope once again for Lily and Atlas to rekindle their romantic relationship, and everything is good in the world. But a doctor drops a bombshell news that Lily is pregnant. Lily knows that Ryle is the father of her baby, so any plans to be in a relationship with Atlas has reached and burned. Lily informs Ryle's sister on the abuse inflicted to her by her brother. That is where Lily gets an insight to why Ryle is so screwed up. He killed his own brother when he was a child by accident, resulting to unresolved childhood trauma. Ryle's sister convinces her to leave the marriage as soon as possible, not to wait or make excuses for the action of her brother. Atlas thinks it's a good time to add even more stress to this girl's life by confessing that he is madly in love with her, but he suppressed it out of respect for her marriage. Ryle and Lee decide to co-parent in the meantime as they try to figure things out. Ryle helps a lot during the last months of Lily's pregnancy, and things are looking good for him. Lily eventually gives birth to a baby girl and decides to name it after Ryle's brother. Ryle tears up, becomes emotional because he had never received such grace from anyone in his life. He could now get closure for killing his only brother. Lily looks him in his eyes bravely and asks him for a divorce. Ryle is shocked, probably scared that he might lose her forever. He tries to talk her out of her decision, but she will not hear any more of his excuses. She tells him that she will shield her daughter from experiencing his violent outbursts. Ryle leaves with disappointment of his actions. Lily holds her baby tightly with love in her eyes, knowing that the cycle must end. It ends with us.